Hello, today I have week 17 of my project life for 2015, and today I'm doing a mostly black, white, and pink theme. And I thought when I first put these cards together, I was going to have a lot of trouble getting them to match and stuff, but I think this is probably one of my more favorite ones that I've done. I just think probably because it's real fun because of the fun colors and the real graphic nature of it. I really enjoyed making this one. So what I decided to do this time was do a little bit different filming. This is the filming I used to do before where you saw like the full one-page layout and then saw me doing the card on the right-hand side. So I just want to find out from everyone, kind of get a vote. Which one do you like better? Would you rather see it like this or just full close-ups? And I do show you close-ups of each of the cards after I get done making all of them for each side. But let me know in the comments below if you like seeing it like this or you rather just see each card individually up close as I'm making them. And then I'll work it around whatever everybody seems to like the most. So going more into my layout, I am adding these thickers and I really like them. They're kind of a real fine glitter looking font that's got a dark pink and a light pink diagonal stripe. And again, I'm using a lot of washi tape for this one. And I think it's three different kinds. One is a black and white polka dot, one is a pink and white polka dot, and the other one is little cameras, black and white cameras. So that is what I'm doing on this one. And I'm also adding a lot of the sequins in just as accent pieces. And as everybody knows, the thickers don't really stick all that well. And these actually seem to stick kind of well, but instead of taking my chances, I thought, well, I just glue them down just to be on the safe side. I'd rather be safe than sorry and find these at the bottom of my page protector. So now these are just various sequins that I got in my stash. I think those pink ones were from one of the Teresa Collins collections, as well as the black ones. And the white ones, I think all came in that same pack. It was like a little collection of the pink, the white, no, I'm sorry, the pink, the white, and the little teal color came in a pack. I'm not sure. The black ones I think may have came from another pack. And I'm just using my tweezers to kind of figure out where I want to put everything. And then I'm going to add these down with some glue dots. And so there's a close-up of the title card. And actually, you know what? I may show you in between each card as I do it. I've kind of changed it up a little bit on the next week 18 layout. You'll see hopefully in the next week or so. So that's that black and white camera washi tape, and that butterfly is from a Heidi Swapp kit that I got from a Scraptastic kit. And I'm just kind of folding it up and I'm going to glue down the center of the butterfly and then pop up the wings just to give it a little bit more dimension. I just pretty much always do that with the butterflies. I just like how they kind of pop off the page. Just give it a little extra oomph, I guess. And so I just use my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive on the middle of the wing or the middle of the body of the butterfly, and then I use those pop dots kind of to pop it all up. And then that is my Wink of Stella brush, and it has just the clear, and that's the only one I have. The Wink of Stella comes in several different colors, which are really pretty, but I wanted to get the clear one. I thought that was going to be the most versatile, and I probably use it quite a bit. Sometimes it seems like I run in spurts where I'll use it for a lot of layouts and then I won't use it again. I'll forget kind of about it and then I start using it again. So next I'm just adding some more sequins to this card and I'm going to end up topping the card off, I believe that's this card, with some Heidi Swapp spray, which I think you'll see in a second here. There's the Sweet Cherry. It's the Color Shine from Heidi Swapp. I'm going to spray that on and I'm going to try to do it without any protection, which was just a really bad idea. I should know better than being lazy. So I'm using my paper towel to kind of protect my work surface. I really should get my box out and do that, but I was being really lazy. I didn't feel like pulling it out. My chair doesn't go very well in and out of my desk because it's got carpet underneath. So I just hate pushing it out and getting up and everything. Like I said, just probably being a little lazy. So that was a close-up that you just saw of the card. And then next is another picture and a little card to go with it. And that is a ticket that's kind of a plastic transparency ticket. And it came, I think this also came in the one of the Heidi Swapp ephemera packs or die cut packs. And I'm using that technique again where I cut down the washi tape because it was just a little too wide. And I just like the variety that it gives you. And I just don't always want it the same length. And it gives you some variety in the different widths that you use on the same layout. And then I just put down that ticket with my tiny attacher and just put it in an X pattern. And then I'm going to find a little phrase sticker here. This is the Tim Holtz phrase stickers. I love these. I am so glad I picked them up. I absolutely love using them. And now I'm going to be using my black Heidi Swapp Color Shine to add some more sparkles and splatters on the page. And this time I put the paper towel down, but I still didn't get my box. And I think I end up getting this all over the place too. I should really learn my lesson, but I just don't. So there, that one's going to dry up a little bit. I'm going to try to get up some of the moisture from the dots with some paper towel. And then I'm going to show you that card in a little bit. I think I forget, but I'm going to come back to it and you'll see it, a close-up view of it. Here's another one of those die cuts from the Heidi Swapp die cut pack. And I'm also going to trim this pink polka dot tape up. Just to divide it, I didn't like how the, I guess it's houndstooth, that black houndstooth in the bottom just kind of ended. So I wanted to have a little bit better end to it. So I'm going to add that Sweet Girl die cut up above. And then I decided to ink all the edges of my paper with this Dewdrop ink from Memento. In a second, I'm going to show you the color. I can't quite remember. Rosebud. So it's the Memento ink in Rosebud, and it's a dye ink. And I bought these because I was trying to figure out what kind of inks I wanted to change to, because I wanted to buy a whole collection and have a bunch of different variety. And I thought the Dewdrop inks would be nice because then I could get a lot of them for not very much money, because I don't stamp a lot, so the size was perfect. But I don't really like how they stamp all that well. I really, really, really like my Stampin' Up! Stamp pads. I think they do the best stamping. I've tried a couple other stamps pads, and those seem to work the best for me. I know I haven't tried all of them, so there might be some that are better out there, but I really, really enjoy the Stampin' Up! Pads. So I'm going to take my Wink of Stella brush and just color in that word girl. And it just adds a really, 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 really fine glitter. And then I use some Tim Holtz little word stickers to write yum on the picture. And then I'm going to top it off with some more of those sequins. And I just keep those sequins in a little pill case. I think I got it from the dollar store, I think. And they may have came in a 2-pack, or I bought 2. I can't quite remember. I do have 2 of them. But I believe I got them like at Dollar Tree or Dollar General, one of those kind of places. So they weren't very expensive. They're either $1 or maybe even cheaper. So I'm using the glue dots that I find is the best adhesive for these tiny embellishments that doesn't end up popping off. And there's a close-up, and hopefully you can see the sparkle on that one. It's kind of hard to see. I think I'm gonna, nope, you won't be able to see it on that one very well. You might have saw it in the butterfly one I showed you earlier. I was talking and I didn't pay attention to the close-up. So next I'm going to pick out this little bow. I do not remember what collection it came in, but it did come in a Scraptastic kit. And I believe they were attached to like little clothespins, but that is way too bulky for my page. So I ended up just removing them all and getting rid of the clothespins. And then I just attached that little bow on the card with some of my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. And then what I'm doing here is I'm actually taking washi tape, putting it on a white piece of paper, and then I'm going to take my Stampin' Up! Heart punch and punch out a lot of hearts with that heart punch. And this is a great way to match your embellishments to your page. So you can just take that washi tape, make like a little piece of paper with it, and then punch out a bunch of things, and then that will match everything else that you have. And it's free. Free-ish, I guess. It's no embellishment you have to buy. You already probably have washi tape and stuff in your stash. And in a minute, I'm going to do the same thing with the black, but I'm not going to show you as much. I'm going to kind of cut it away since you don't need to see me doing it over and over again. I felt like I needed a black heart on this bow, so that's why I decided to do this. And I'm going to use the pink and the black hearts throughout the 2-page spread. So there you can see the little black hearts, and I'm just going to add one to the center there. Again, using my fine liner bottle with my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. And that card is done. And next I'm going to take one of the other bigger pink hearts. I'm going to lay that down, and then I'm going to also add another little phrase strip from the Tim Holtz sticker pack. And that's just a picture of my daughter walking to school. I'm going to take a black one, I believe, for this one. And I'm thinking and looking and reading. It's so hard to decide. There's so many words on there that are great, and sometimes I want just a shorter phrase, and I want to make sure it kind of matches. It's not completely different. So it just says, today is a good day. Any day walking to school is a good day. I love walking to school. Nice exercise, and then it gets me time to talk with my daughter about the day and what she's going to do for the day and that type of thing. So I really enjoy the days I do get to walk. Here I am inking the rest of the cards with that same Dewdrop ink in Rosebud. And then I'm going to start working on the embellishing. And that's a little cut apart that I got in a Scraptastic This Life Noted grab bag. And then the little star is from that same Heidi Swapp die cut pack. And then I'm going to use some of that washi tape that I already cut just to add a little extra to it. I felt like it was just kind of floating around on that card, so I wanted to anchor it a bit with that washi tape. And I'm just using my Tombow dot adhesive. You probably use that the most instead of when I don't use the liquid glue for my Project Life pages. I like this Tombow tape runner. I do use the Scotch. No, what is it called? Scotch ATG gun. I do use that for my regular 12 by 12 layouts, but I like the littler, smaller adhesive little tape runner for this Project Life stuff. It just seems to work a little bit better, and I like the dots on it because what I end up doing with the dots is if it fills up the smaller pieces and I don't have that wider tape that the ATG gun has. So that's why I like the dot adhesive better when I do these little layouts. And I just want to cover up the date there because it wasn't going to work on my page, so I just used a really thin strip of that washi tape, and I'm using these stickers. They're from the, what is it called? I have them right here. Let me look. It's stickers, and it's from the Celebrate collection. So it's those. And I just put sweet, and then I'm going to add a heart to the top and two little, not enamel dots, but sequins on either side. And that's just going to top it off. That is a picture of my daughter before and after eating an ice cream, and it's hard to see, but she's pretty clean in the first one, and on the right-hand side, she's quite messy. So here's the close-up of that other card that I did and put the splatters on, and there's the before and after. It's hard to see, but she had ice cream on her face, all over her face. Next, I'm going to move on to the other card. That is a heart embellishment that I got from someone on Facebook that we did a pocket letter swap, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember her name right now. I apologize, but she sent me a great little swap or pocket letter swap, and she colored this heart. It looks like she just painted it with acrylic paint, and it was perfect for this layout, so I was so glad to be able to use that. And then I'm just using my powder tool because I added the Tim Holtz strips on there, and I wanted to take the adhesive off so they didn't accidentally stick. So I used that powder tool, and then I just glued down the heart with my tape runner. And I'm just adding a couple white sequins here with the glue dots again. And there's a close-up. So no beauty shines better than that of a good heart. I thought it was perfect for the little heart chipboard piece. And then I'm going to try to figure out what I want to do with this card, and I'm going to end up adding this washi tape that has the cameras on it. And I love this tape. I don't use it nearly as much as I should. It's so cute. Anything with cameras on it I just absolutely love. And then I'm going to take these banners from Recollections that I got, and I'm going to add it across the top. Then I'm just going to trim it off and then just kind of swag it across the very top of the card. And these are just really, really cute. I know they come in the pink, obviously, and then they come in a couple other different colors. I think they're perfect. They're the perfect size for Project Life. And actually, if I think about it, I need to use it on some of my 12 by 12 scrapbooks as well. It's just really cute. I think it would add a good accent to pretty much any page. And so I'm adding the other part of the washi tape on the bottom right. And then once I like the placement of that banner, I'm just going to glue them down so they're not flopping around. It's easier to get them in and out of the pocket of the page protector. And then the little bits that are hanging off, I'm just going to trim those off. And of course, more sequins. I'm going to add the black sequins and then I believe some white sequins on this card. Oh no, I was right. black, pink, and white sequins. And I'm trying to find the smaller ones. I don't think the pink had quite as small ones, so I stuck to the little bit larger ones. And again, I'm just gluing those down with the glue dots. And there's the card, close up. I just love that banner. It's just so cute with this little string sewn through it and everything. I could probably totally make those too. I should probably try to make that sometime. But sometimes it's just easier to buy it instead of trying to make it. And there I'm just trimming off the little flag pieces. And then I'm going to move on to the next card. And I decided to put that little camera clip right there, but it doesn't fit on the page right. It just, I don't know, sometimes those clips, those little shape clips, they just aren't made to clip on the side. For whatever reason, they just don't work. So for this one, I just added a little slit on the card and then put it in so that you can see the whole camera. And then I'm going to take one of the little hearts and add that to the center. And then I'm going to put journaling on this card. Just with my Sharpie, I think it's a extra fine pen. And I'll fast forward so you don't have to watch me write the whole thing. And there's a close-up. I love that camera clip. It's from Prima. I've had them for a while, so it was nice to be able to use at least one of them out of my stash. And then on this one, I'm also going to put some journaling down and then add some sequins to this card, and I'll show you a close-up as soon as I'm done. So there's, oh sorry, not sequins, hearts. I put a hearts on there. Oh, and sequins too. I think I do both, if I'm right. It hasn't been that long ago that I did this, but just long enough to forget because I've done some other layouts since then. So it's hard to remember from between one and the next. Gluing those down, and then I believe I'm going to move to the little card with the little banner and ampersand. I think. I haven't forgotten everything. Yay, I remembered. I'm just going to add some journaling on there too. And I'm going to add a heart down there on the banner in a second. Again, just using my little dot runner and those washi tape hearts that I punched out. And another sequins, a white one this time. And another glue dot. It's pretty much the same over and over on each card. Just a little bit different look. And then on this one, I'm going to add these Teresa Collins letters to the top. And I write garden work because the picture on the left is some pictures of the garden that I was working on that particular weekend. And then I'm going to add one little word phrase in the white with a black type. And it says, make it happen. And then I'm going to move on to my last card, which is that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Today card. And I'm just going to add a simple heart. And that pretty much is the layout. Just stay tuned for a couple of the close-ups and a full look at each of the 12 by 12 pages. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And please remember, let me know how you like this video taping, if you like it like this, or my past videos where you saw the close-ups of each of the cards. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.